Alrighty guys, I'm Casey and welcome to a brand new episode of Into the Farlands. And you know what, let's do this properly. I didn't do this in the last episode. Welcome to a brand new episode of the Farlands. If you don't know what the Farlands are, they're a piece of tranky terrain that generates about 12.5 million blocks out. We are going to be walking the entire way there. And I like to use this series as my talking series. It's my rambling series. It's where I just talk about things that I particularly want to talk about. I like to pick a topic and we talk about it just very casually. I don't do this very seriously. We don't have bullet points or anything like that of things that I really want to talk about. I just ramble on about just something or pretty much anything that is interesting me or affecting me. And I want to start off by just touching on a couple of things before I move into what today's topic is about, which is Let's Plays. So the first thing that I want to touch on is what is going on with the channel, because there's a new formula that I am using. I've decided that getting a couple of hours each day isn't really the best idea. Now, I am currently pre-recording a week in advance. And what I've decided is I'm going to take a day and I'm going to record videos on said day. So today is Monday. And what I'm doing today is I'm going to sit down and I'm going to record some vanilla Minecraft. And I have my day planned out, and I'm currently on schedule, so that is all good. And so I'm going to be recording vanilla Minecraft today, and I plan to do some modded Minecraft tomorrow. So modded Minecraft will be coming back to the channel. And we'll just sort of see where it goes from there. Thankfully, work is very light at the moment. Very, very light, actually. I've barely got anything to do, which is good. I mean, I could potentially have stuff to do if I really wanted to, but I want to take some time away from working hard. I've got enough money to sort of take it a little bit lighter. Not to completely give it up, but to take it lightly, and I work for myself, so it's much easier to do. Much easier to do. So I want to focus on YouTube. And anyway, the next thing that I want to touch on, I have to share this. I spoke about my two dogs a couple of weeks ago on the channel, a couple of Farlands ago actually. I called the video Beggar and Dopey, my two dogs. And I just want to, my Labrador Pongo, he is for some reason petrified, absolutely petrified of one corner of my bathroom. And for the first time yesterday, I'm laid chilling in the bath, you know, as you do. And he is growling and barking at this corner. Now, he's a pup and we do have some barks, but his barks are typically yelps. You know, they're usually like a whiny bark, very high pitched. But these ones, they were deep and very growly. And I've never heard him bark like that before, ever. And it was every time he was looking at that corner. And I don't know what it is with that corner, but it was very strange, and I just thought I would mention it. He's also got a nickname now, Inspector Pongo, because I cannot go in the bath without him tasting the water first. He has to inspect it, make sure the water tastes nice. So, David Beckham, if by chance you're watching, turns out Labradors like the taste of your shower gel. They love it. Yeah. But anyway, let's get on to Let's Plays. And I don't want to spend this episode talking about Let's Plays in detail, more of some Let's Plays that I actually want to do. So if you don't know, I have a Let's Play channel down below. And I am going to be changing the third channel. I don't know what to do with it. I want to do something with it, but I think I'm going to do more in real life stuff with it, as opposed to gaming related. But I've not decided exactly. I keep going back and forth with a couple of ideas. But let's focus on the actual Let's Play channel. And right now we're over there. We're doing a Let's Play of Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights. And that Let's Play is actually finished. It's fully uploaded, or it's almost fully uploaded. Literally, when I started this video, it was still uploading the final episode, episode 29, I want to say, I think it is. But they're all tagged, everything is done. They're taken care of, scheduled one a day for the foreseeable future, all the way up until June, actually. And anyway, so I want to talk about some Let's Plays that I actually want to do. So if you actually want to go and see me do some Let's Plays, go over there. I am tempted to put the first episode of a Let's Play up on this channel just to try and draw interest to it and send people over there that way. But I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, Let's Plays that are currently over there are just that and Eternal Darkness. And I have a new rule for my Let's Plays. I don't upload the videos until I have completed the Let's Play. So I had an old Let's Play channel that I used to do Let's Plays on, but I never finished them. And the reason for that, the reason that I never finished a Let's Play, is because sometimes they can be incredibly long. And I'm talking hundreds of hours, but I'm just, sorry, it's just, I got some paper at the side of my desk and the sun's beaming off, it's really bright in my eye, I just had to move it there, and I got stuck. But anyway, so sometimes Let's Plays can be incredibly long, they can take literally dozens of hours. You know, Scooby-Doo is 29 episodes at 20 minutes, so you know, that's a good 10 hours I spent playing that game. And to actually find them, that 10-hour chunk is very difficult. And so when I start playing a game, I'll usually sit down when I've got a few hours to spare, and I'll record a batch of episodes. And then I get going for maybe a week without actually finding the time, or sometimes 2 weeks, you know. And all of a sudden, I've forgotten where I was in this Let's Play. I've lost interest in it. For whatever reason, you know, I might think that, oh, you know what, I actually think my commentary was rather bad on that Let's Play, so I want to start another one, something fresh, something new, you know. I'm like, oh, I actually have another day where I can sit down and play some games. I kind of want to play this game in a minute, you know, and I do want to grab some wool. Do I not have shears? Yes, I do. They're right there, look. And so I used to end up stopping the Let's Play because I just didn't have the time. And one of the things that I did this with the Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island Let's Play. I actually went ahead and used to record them after my videos. So I used to record videos, like a batch of videos, and I would be alright with that one. I would just record that one the same day or the day before it was due to go up, and I would just record like that. But I knew the series of games. I played Yoshi's Island since I was a kid. There wasn't really much mystery to it, and there wasn't really that need to get immersed in it. I just simply wanted to beat it for the sake of beating it. And so when I do Let's Plays, I like to get immersed into it. And once I break that immersion, I usually struggle. So I made the decision that with this Let's Play channel that I've launched recently, the one in the description, that I am not going to upload a Let's Play until I have beat or completed what I consider a successful run. So an example would be, I did a Let's Play of Eternal Darkness. Now in Eternal Darkness there are 3 paths that you can choose. And apart from changing the sprites that the bosses have and changing what enemies you face throughout the course of it and stuff like the magic that you use, it plays the exact same. The story is the same, it's just you've got a different bad guy instead, you know, but the plots are the same, the items are the same, what you do and where you go is the same, how you defeat the bosses is the same. The literal only thing that's different is the way the enemies look and the way the bosses look. But when you complete the game on one path, you can then go back and complete it on another path. But the original path you chose is no longer an option. And you have to complete all 3 paths to get the true ending. So I uploaded the entire path of Chichagora, which is the red path, completely fine. Because I knew I'd beat the game and I'm going to want to go back and play the game again in the future. So I consider that Let's Play not fully completed, but completed to a point where I can upload it. And Scooby-Doo is actually 100% completed. We got all the Scooby Snacks, all the monster tokens. The only thing I didn't do in that game was check out some of the Easter egg Hollywood holiday specials where you can change the time on like your GameCube or something and you get different things. We did get some fireworks, but you can get pumpkins and other things, so I may go back and try that for an episode of thingy, but it's not really what I'm considering part of the Let's Play. So anyway, let's talk about some Let's Plays that I actually want to do and what's stopping me. So when I started YouTube back in 2014 and I decided I was going to do some Let's Plays, I was going to do a Let's Play channel, I had a look at my Let's Plays. I had a look at my games, okay? And just bear with me a minute, my mouth is getting a little bit dry. Good old drink. So I had a look at some games, and my eye always was drawn to a certain game. And it was a game that I've never beat. That game being Final Fantasy VII. Now, I scanned over this and I quickly dismiss it each and every time. For the simple reason that it's a long game. I'm probably going to put about 100 episodes into that, I would say. Easily. I completely anticipate that Let's Play being at least 100 episodes. Because it is a long and in-depth game. And there's lots of additional extras to do and side quests and just a bunch of stuff to do. And well, I kind of feel that it warrants 100 episodes, but you know, 20 minutes an episode, that's an awful long time, you know? It's an awful long time to spend playing one game. You know, I'm probably going to play that game for 30 to 40 hours, which is, you know, that's a significant period of time. And I don't have the time to find that time. And like I said, I struggle to get immersed into a game when I keep getting interrupted from it. And so I opt always to not choose it, but I really want to play it because I've never beaten it. I've gotten to the final boss, I've gone all the way to Sephiroth, and I have fought Sephiroth, but I have never beat Sephiroth. That being said, I have also never lost to Sephiroth either. You see, I played the game Final Fantasy VII with my cousin, growing up as a kid. She used to come and stay with me on weekends and school holidays. Now, she has a very strict mother, and she basically did what her mother said the second she said it. And so, we were fighting Sephiroth on a Sunday evening when her mother turned up to pick her up. And so, her mother says, "Come on, get ready," and my cousin immediately put the joypad down, got up and got ready. And we were playing the game together. Okay, we weren't playing the same save file, but we were playing it side by side, and I didn't want to beat Sephiroth without her. So I decided to wait to the following weekend. And well, by the time the following weekend had rolled around, I had grown impatient. And I decided, you know what, I really want to play Final Fantasy VII, and so I had taken it upon myself to start a new saved file. But out of habit, you know, I've been playing Final Fantasy for almost 2 weeks straight at this point. So I started a new save on the 3rd week, and out of habit, I accidentally saved over my save where I was at Sephiroth. And I tried to get back to where me and my cousin were by the time she came, but I just couldn't. And so I kind of gave up and we moved on to another game. And I always wanted to go back and beat it. Now, I did manage to beat Emerald Weapon, but I never managed to beat Ruby Weapon. But I do believe you could beat Emerald Weapon without being level 99, but you definitely need to be level 99 to beat Ruby Weapon, because he's one tough son of a gun. And, you know, with a remake coming out in the future, I would really like to have the original up on my channel before then. And so, we'll get to it. But there are so many games that I want to Let's Play. And right now my Let's Play channel is focused more on retro, but I don't want that to always be the case. I want to play both retro and newer games. The trouble is, I've got a whole catalogue of retro games I want to play, and a whole catalogue of new games that I want to play, but I tend to put off the new games because I am planning to upgrade my setup at some point in the near future to 4K. And I would really like to be able to play the newer games on the PS4 Pro or the Xbox One X. Or I'm thinking of maybe just skipping those completely and waiting for the PS5 to come out. And so, I kind of want to deal with that, you know. And that's why I put off more newer Let's Plays. But, yeah, Final Fantasy VII, definitely a Let's Play that I really want to do. I also want to do Final Fantasy 8, 9... And my goal is to get as many Let's Plays up on the channel as possible, because I want to play a lot of games. You know, but quite recently, I picked up a game called Worms, a game called Gran Turismo, the original first one, and WWF Attitude. And these were... The WWF Attitude I picked up because I thought I needed to own it, because I have a chipped PlayStation. So, back in the 90s, you used to take your PlayStation to a dodgy guy, and he would put a chip in it that would allow you to play copy games, and he would sell you copied games for basically the price of renting a game at the video store. And it was just kind of like the norm of what everybody did. Now, when I was a kid, I had a copy of WWF Attitude, and it broke, and it was my favourite wrestling game at the time. And so I asked my mum to buy me a copy. I didn't know that piracy was wrong. I was only like 9 years old. And anyway, I owned that copy of Attitude for many years, like the copy. And the original copy was broken and didn't work. And it's the only copied game I still have to this day. And it was the first game I ever asked for, pirated, which is kind of why I kept it. Because that was like the first one that I got to pick from the dodgy dealer, you know. My mum used to pick games off of this list all the time, and this was the first time that I got to pick a game. So I was really, really excited for it. And I kind of always kept it. It's part of my history. But I don't play it because I always feel wrong playing it if I do, because I just don't own a physical copy of it. So when I saw one, I'm like, yep, I've been meaning to pick one of these up for many years now, just never got around to it. I'm getting one. And as for Worms and Gran Turismo, I've never played a Worms game. Always wanted to, but never played one. And I finally saw one. I thought, you know what, I'm having that. And Gran Turismo, I love Gran Turismo 3. I played a lot of Gran Turismo when I was a kid. And I'm like, you know what, I really want to go back and I want to start from the beginning of the series and play through Gran Turismo 1. But again, that's a long Let's Play. That's a very long Let's Play. And I also want to do Gran Turismo 3. But I do need to pick up Gran Turismo 2. But some other Let's Plays that I want to do are Wild Arms, which again was a game that I played a lot as a kid, but never managed to beat. And the game I probably most want to do a Let's Play of, and I actually loaded this up before I did the Let's Play of Scooby-Doo. The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past. The Legend of Zelda is one of my favourite game series of all times, and I really, really wanted to do a Let's Play of A Link to the Past. The trouble that I face there is that my copy of A Link to the Past, the battery has died. So in the old SNES games, these are the old grey cartridges, your save data used to be stored on like a flash drive that had a battery to power it. And once that battery ran out of power, the game would no longer save. And well, I kind of need it to save to be able to do it. Now you can't just open this up and replace the battery that simple, it's soldered in place. So you need a soldering iron to get at it and to remove it. And so I'm going to pick one of those up when I get paid and replace it. I mean, I said I was going to do that last time I got paid, but I got distracted. I got distracted by a couple of other games. I'll get around to it. But we talked in the past couple episodes, we talked about boycotting and how I inadvertently boycotted Nintendo. And we also talked about copyright claims and about how Nintendo claimed some of my videos. And I wasn't whining or complaining, I completely understand why they claimed them. But now that they've redacted that policy, and they are allowing YouTubers to make Let's Plays, there are so many Let's Plays that I want to do. And now my catalogue of Let's Plays I really want to do has gotten even larger. You know, I've got a whole array of Nintendo games that I want to play. You know, SM64. But again, Super Mario 64 is one that I don't want to play, but it's also one that I'm putting off because I did try to do it. If you actually went over to the Let's Play channel, I did start a Let's Play of it, but then I ended it before finishing it. And that was simply because the stick it's dreadful. And you need a good stick to play SM64. And mine was at a point where I couldn't even do TikTok clocks. I couldn't get the momentum needed. Come on. There we go. Oh, really? Zombies. Please. Thank you. But anyway. So I don't do that. And my whole catalogue of SNES games that I want to do a Let's Play on, because I've had them games for years, and for years I've always been like, I want to beat those games. But now that the battery has gone in A Link to the Past, it's either going to be gone in the rest of them or very close to going in them. And so I don't want to run the risk that I'm going to lose my save data. So again, SNES games, N64 games, and Game Boy Advance, well, Game Boy games in general, are all out of the window until I buy a soldering iron. So that leads me to what Let's Plays I actually want to do. Now, I want to play the Dynasty Warriors games because they are probably one of my favourite games, and I miss them. I also want to play the Halo series because I've never played the Halo series. I've only ever played ODST, which really wasn't that much of an experience, if I'm being honest. I mainly played it because it was simply free at the time. And I really would like to play them because I own the Master Chief's Collection and I own 5, you know, and I just recently picked up the Collector's Edition of 4. I think it's 4 anyway. Where are we? Yep, Halo 4. Definitely the Collector's Edition of Halo 4. My chair creaking in the background there. And so, I want to get those Let's Plays up. And I also want to get Let's Plays of Gears of War, which I did start streaming, but I couldn't keep up with the streaming schedule. It was just too much. I was really struggling. I'm not struggling because of like being lazy or anything. Because I'm one of the most productive people that I know. I have to be doing something. It drives people crazy that I can't sit down and just relax and unwind. I'm always doing something. Even when I'm watching stuff, my mind's turning on other things. I can't stop. You know? And so, when I completely lost my train of thought. Don't you just hate it when that happens? This is what 6 years of marriage does to you. I tell you. You get old, bold and grey. Even though I'm none of those 3. Although I am worrying about going bald. I like my long hair. But anyway. Let's get back to Let's Plays. If I remember my train of thought, I'll get back on that horse. But for now, we'll just continue doing it. I wonder if a pig with a carrot on a stick would be a faster way to go. But anyway. Oops. So, I want to do these Let's Plays. And I have never gotten around to a lot of them. And if there is a Let's Play that you'd like to see me do, then by all means, go ahead and drop it down below. My friends and I have a couple of brothers. They're not really brothers in the sense that we don't share the same mum, but we may as well do because, well, both of them call my mum. And both of them say the same thing, that they wish that they had a mother like mine. Because, well, my mother is just... She would go to the ends of the earth for pretty much anybody. And she's just a really, really awesome person. And so a lot of people tend to love her. And anyway, we used to always play Minecraft. Because they usually come to stay with me for a few days. Well... Usually a weekend every month. They'll come and stay with me. Well, it's supposed to be a weekend, but it's never a weekend. It's always a week, 2 weeks. I don't know, we're super close. You know you're super close with somebody when they walk through the door after not seeing them for a week and you just turn around and go, what the hell are you doing here? Get lost. Although not as family friendly as that. And they just go, fine, whatever. And then storm out, only to walk around the house and storm in the back door and say, well, I'm here. I decided to go here instead. And you just know you're good friends when you literally, every other word that you say to them is an insult of some description. And well, we normally play Minecraft, and I usually use this time to practice building, use it, well, that's how I justify it, because like I said, I can never really sit down and not do much of anything. I have to be doing something, I have to have a reason behind it. One of them I will usually work on his game with him, and the other one we'll usually write together. And well, we recently decided that I was getting tired of just sitting down and playing Minecraft. I felt like it wasn't as productive. That's what I was talking about, being productive. I felt that just playing Minecraft away from camera wasn't as productive. And we've had this world in Minecraft now for many, many years. And so doing a Let's Play of it would not really be worth it because there's no point. There really is no point because you kind of already know it. You kind of wouldn't know what's gone on and where it's come from, how it's been built, all that kind of stuff. And I don't want to bring you guys in when I'm like where I would normally end off a series. You know, I've got the A system, got all the farms, it's all sorted. But anyway, I recently discussed with them the idea of why don't, because they one of them used to do YouTube fairly regular, and the other one has always wanted to do it, just has never really gotten around to it. So I said to them, why don't we start doing Let's Plays? We'll pick a game, we'll play it, and we'll record it. And they're both like, yeah, that'll be awesome. And that's what we're going to do. So there are going to be some Let's Plays that come up when they come around. They won't include them per se. Like, it's not going to be 3 people playing the same game on one mic. It's going to be me playing the game, and those 2 playing the game in a different room. And then we'll record maybe for an hour, and then we'll discuss the game. And maybe if there are multiplayer games like Gears of War, we may join forces and do a dual Let's Play, but we both have the same, well, I should say we both, the 3 of us all have the same opinion on Let's Plays, that we prefer them when it is literally just the creator doing it. Like, it's all well and good to see a collab here and there because they're always fun to see, but if I'm going to watch a Let's Play, I would much rather watch a Let's Play that involves just me and the creator, or me and the Let's Player, than me, the Let's Player, and a guest. You know. Now, that being said, I am going to be doing a Let's Play on this channel very soon, and I am going to have guests coming on drawing it, but this is an indie game, and I'm going to be bringing as guests the developers of that game, the people who made that game. I'm going to be bringing them in for that game. Now, I'm probably going to do the first episode myself, bring them in for the second episode and the third episode respectively, because there's 2 of them, and then continue without them for the rest of it, and probably bring them in again near the end. But when it comes to Let's Plays, I always do my Let's Plays on the console. I don't like using emulator, and this is where me and one of my friends differ greatly. And the thing is, we differ greatly with respect. You see, he uses emulator because for him it's easier to have it all on his computer. He doesn't have to fiddle around with the capture card, he doesn't have to fiddle around with wires and loading up the game, especially when you're using old games and the disc doesn't read. You know, it's a nightmare. And I completely understand that, and I get why he prefers emulator. Because it's just easier for him and more simpler. Everything's on his computer, everything's there in front of him. He doesn't have to switch around channels, he doesn't have to use the splitter or anything like that. But he also understands why I do go through all of that trouble to actually record from the console, and that's because I like the authentic feel of a console. When I play a PlayStation game, I like playing it on a PS1 joypad. When I play a PS2 game, I play it on a PS2 joypad. You know, and I play them on the consoles. I literally have my PS1 set up and my PS2. Now, there are a couple of exceptions. When I did attempt to Let's Play Final Fantasy VII, but unfortunately the disc wouldn't read. I did push it into my PS2 just to see if the PS2 would read it, and I ran into the same issue and realised the disc was cracked. So I had to buy another copy. But anyway, my point being is, I will deviate from time to time, but I do try my best to play them on the actual console. Even so much as I recently found out that you can plug your Game Boy Advance into your GameCube and use it as a controller. And I'm going to do that to play Game Boy games because I have the Game Boy adapter on the bottom of my GameCube, meaning I can capture from Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Colors and Game Boy games. But to play them like more authentically, I would rather plug in the Game Boy Advance to the controller port and use it as a controller. I've got to do a little bit more research into that to find out what wire I want, but I'll worry about that when I actually get to the point where I'm going to do Game Boy Let's Plays. But what I'm trying to say here is there's going to be a lot more Let's Plays coming over on the second channel. You see, I'm about, I don't know, 7 episodes of Scooby-Doo's gone up, so there are 3 more weeks of Scooby-Doo left to go up. You know, that's a sizable portion. So I've got that time, 3 weeks, to go ahead and record the next Let's Play in. And so I'm probably going to do something that I can complete in 3 weeks. Because I don't need to rush it, I can take my time. And I could probably try my best to get a couple of hours each day to do it. But again, I've set aside my weekend this weekend to do a Let's Play. So I'm going to have a good chunk of time this weekend. You know, I'm going to have all day Friday, all day Saturday, and all day Sunday to do this Let's Play in. So I got to figure out a Let's Play that I can do reasonably in that time. So if you do have a suggestion for a Let's Play, go ahead and leave it in the description down below. And if you are a Let's Player yourself and you do Let's Plays, go ahead and leave your channel down there, and I'll check it out. Make sure you do subscribe to me before you leave your channel. I don't mind subscribers promoting themselves, but I do mind random people doing it. So, and I'll check your Let's Play channel out, especially if you've got similar goals like me to Let's Play as many games as possible. You know, I do thrive on friendly competition, and I do enjoy checking out smaller YouTubers, so you know, you can always do that. Just gonna take this out up here before we end off this episode, but I do think that's gonna call it for this episode, guys. So if you've enjoyed the video, please do consider leaving a like. It really helps out the channel, and I really do appreciate it, so please do leave that like and click subscribe if you want to see more from me. Guys, I'm Casey. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.